What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys another episode of my DFS NBA podcast. And tonight doesn't really present much chalk out there. It's pretty hard to find some value, but we're going to have to dig deep and find some pretty good value plays out there. Hopefully, there's some more injury news later on that can open up some salary. But as of right now, it's pretty hard to come by. This Lakers at Atlanta game is probably the best game to pick from tonight, with the Boston and Philly game in a close second there. Those two games are definitely my favorite to pick from, and that will lead us right into the point guard position. I think the best point guard play as of now is Trae Young at 7,400. He's just a guy that is going to get a lot of run, and he gets the minutes. And this Lakers team is prone to giving up a lot of points. This game will be fast paced. It's got the highest total on the slate, and Young's a guy that has shown that he can have really good upside, score in the mid 40s while having a pretty high floor as well. He's going to get you in the high 20s in fantasy points no matter what. So on a pretty small and low valuable slate, Trae Young makes her a pretty good play at point guard at 7,400. For shooting guards, I don't really think it's a good idea to spend up here at all. I think it's better to spend mid-tier. I'm looking at Kevin Huerter, staying in this same game. For the same reasons as Trae Young, I like Huerter. He is a guy that also plays a ton of minutes for this Hawks team. He's a young guy, and they want to give him as much run as possible. 5,600 isn't a terrible price on him. He's going to play right around 30 minutes, and he's going to get you in the mid-20s in fantasy points. This game, like I said, is my favorite game of the night. There's going to be a lot of shots that are taken and some quick offensive possessions. I think Huerter should find himself in the middle of a lot of these points. Expect him to see, right around 30 minutes, get mid-20s in fantasy points tonight. Small forward, we're going to stick in this game once again. I think LeBron James is a really good stud to pay up for tonight. He is listed as probable tonight, so expect him to be on the court unless said otherwise later on. This is a really good game for him to come out and really score some points here. The Hawks are one of the worst defenses in the league. They give up a bunch of points every single game. LeBron should be able to take advantage of this. He's a walking triple-double. As you can see over his last 3 games, he's been right around a triple-double every single game. And I think he has a really good chance of grabbing a triple-double tonight against the Hawks. So really, I think he's one of the best studs to pay up for tonight, if not the best stud, especially at the small forward position. For power forwards, we have no Kyrie Irving. Normally, I like to pick Tatum when Irving is out because he sees a lot more usage, but 7,200 is a little hefty. He could be a nice GPP play because he does have that upside, but I really like Marcus Morris at 5,100. Morris is a guy that sticks right around the 5K range, and with Kyrie out, I always love picking Morris because he gets just a couple more shots up, and if he can get stroking it early on, he can really light up the scoreboard. So Morris is a guy that has his minutes pretty secured with Boston. He's going to see up towards 30 minutes tonight. He's going to see a little bit more usage, a couple more shots. And if you look at his game log, he's a pretty consistent player, mid-20s in fantasy points, while he has that mid-30s upside. So I think he's a pretty strong play in both cash and GBP contests tonight at power forward. And then for center, not much value here, depending on some status for the Lakers. I do like McGee. We're still waiting on Chandler and Muscala news. If either one of these guys is out tonight, that's going to open up some more minutes for McGee. And McGee's been playing really well since Zubats was traded. So he could make for a really good play. If Muscala and Chandler are both playing, I don't love him as much at 6,300. If you do have the money to spend up at center, I do like Joel Embiid. He always has good games against the Celtics. I mean, let's be honest, he always has good games against everyone, but in the past, the Sixers and Celtics are looking like the top teams of the East. There's a little bit of rivalry going on there, and I think Embiid might show up big time tonight. The Celtics have a really tough time guarding him. They have Horford, who's a great defender, but Embiid is just a really tough matchup for him. I think Embiid could have his way tonight, easily scoring over 50 fantasy points. So if you have the money at center, I think it's a very smart decision to spend up on Embiid. That will sum up today's video, guys. If you have any questions, just message me on Twitter. Make sure to get over to my website. We have hockey, basketball, and we've been doing well lately, so make sure you get over there. All new users get $10 in free Guru credits. Just DM me your username once you sign up at fd-guru.com, and subscribe to my YouTube. As always, I appreciate you guys. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off.